Yayo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 144 of Splinterlands 101. Joining us once again from the outback of Australia in the wilderness, Matt looking for his two castles, Clark,
Howdy, howdy.
and the man behind the Pouffet Geotrix.
How are we, gentlemen?
We're doing good. Oh, I'm doing good. I can only speak for myself, of course. What about you guys?
Good,
What's
good.
new?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm out here on the Murray. So the Big Murray River runs through Australia. It's our biggest river, and it's fairly interesting down at the South Australian end because it's where it's widest and most volume. So there's some really nice cliffs that are cut out into the side of the sort of carved through into the banks. And yeah, it's just a beautiful place out here. We've come out here for the school holidays and brought the camper trailer and the family. And yeah, so you get your Google on. My lads, we're at a campground called Roonka, Roonka, Roonka Scout Adventure Camp or something along those lines. And yeah, it's just 5 k's out of Blanchetown. That's Blanche with the E on the end. And my lads last night, after dinner, he jumped in the kayak and rowed across to and set up the hammock and slept there overnight in a tent by himself. So sort of a big independence move from a 14-year-old, but he got pretty cold. He woke up at about 2 and then just laid there shivering and cold and lonely till the sun came up, and he packed up and jumped in the kayak. Came home for a cuddle of his mum and a egg and bacon muffin. But he did all right, He went out there, he gave it a crack. So yeah, that was Julia Island. Island. He was the only one there, apart from some kangaroos. He woke up with the kangaroo right next to his hammock, saying hello, seeing what it's all about. But yeah, so we're having a good time out here. We've only got another couple of days and we'll go home. Probably by the time this uploads, we'll be on our way back. But yeah, no, good. So I'm literally like as bush as, my setup at the moment is my mobile phone jammed literally in the bark of a tree while I stand here. So I don't even have a chair, microphone, headset, anything. It's just a mobile phone jammed in the bark of a tree. So it's only a couple of hours from home.
It sounds pretty good.
At some point. It's really nice. Yeah, they got flying fox and a little billabong with kayaks. It's a bit more child friendly. So yeah, it's a lovely spot. So yeah, that's me. Not a lot of Splinterlands stuff going on. In about 12 hours, I got a call with Claiborne and the other board members. Just to catch up and talk to her. There's a lawyer that we need to talk to about foundation stuff and how things will be structured and the like. So that should be interesting. So I'll be here where the 4G is good on a Zoom call, but it'll be audio only and it'll be pitch black. So I'm hoping for a little bit of moonlight because there's nothing out here. Campsite's nice, but doesn't have good 4G, so that's why I'm off away from everything.
Yeah.
So that's what about you, Gio?
Oh, look, besides the normal stuff, just living, eating, sleeping, and all that stuff, family stuff, I've been building computers. I've been buying stuff off like Marketplace. That's been fun. So I bought a 5700 X3D AMD CPU from AliExpress, hoping that it'd come from China, but it turns out it's legit. And it's probably like $80 cheaper than wherever else I could buy it from. So yeah, and I just met up some dude from Marketplace, bought a $70 motherboard, which was like, top of the range back in the day when Splinterlands first started. That's still, yeah, there's some coil wind, there's a USB port that's not working, but it's no big deal. Yeah, no, that's where I've been putting my attention into. So yeah,
Because you don't have enough computers already.
I have more now. That's what I got more now. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. No, it's good. It's amazing what the 3D cache on the AMD CPU, the X3D chips, the amount of FPS they give you. It's unreal. Yeah,
Right. Nothing really new here at this end, other than the daylight savings confusion with our time. I jumped on at our normal time, and I was an hour late because Australia on the east coast, well, east coast except Queensland. So, so it gets confusing this time of year. In Australia, half of the states have daylight savings, the other half don't. So within the one country, there's like 3 hours or 2 hours and 1 hour time difference between different states. Very chaotic to run business.
Yeah,
But,
they've stolen my hour.
That took hours.
I feel robbed. I feel so robbed. It's like, ugh.
But you'll get it back in March, but without interest. Without interest.
That makes sense, because Queensland stretches up almost to the equator, and their daylight's pretty much just 12 hours most of the time anyway. So it doesn't change enough for them to justify it. So I think it's our own stupid fault. Big ass country.
Yeah. Mexico, of course, is sort of longitudinal rather than latitudinal. So the whole republic is always in the one time zone, and there's no daylight savings here. So yeah, it's got to adjust for you Aussies. Anything?
Well, 9 a.m. New York time is 11:30 p.m. my time, so that's why I'll be up so late tonight.
All right. Yeah, and nothing spectacular from my end here in Splinterlands today. We're a couple of days away from end of season, so I won't be spending anything. I'm still stacking the Gladiator packs. Actually, what am I up to on the Gladiator scene? 55. I have 55 Gladius packs. So we're getting there for the 100 Gladius pack opening. And Matt didn't bring his laptop with him, so he can use the excuse that he can't battle with us today.
My hands are tied.
Yeah. So
how's the proposal going to pay Cryptomancer? Is that getting up, or is that I haven't been able to check?
Don't know.
I think it's going to pass.
Okay, I only saw the original post by I think it was Yabba in Splinterlands. Putting the post up. I'm not too sure how it's coming along. We can check. If you guys want to talk amongst yourselves for a sec.
They've sort of changed the layout.
Been reading some chatter about it in Discord, and I watched the Downhall with Clay and Yabba was in there and explaining, okay, it seems like a lot of money, but a developer who's capable of doing all this and someone we can trust with inside knowledge and the keys and not putting in code in back doors and all that. There's discussion of North Korean hackers. It was actually really good. If you haven't seen the Downhall, DAON hall recently with Clayboyne, I would definitely recommend you watch it, because it was really insightful. Yabba sort of went through some of the figures and some of the 250 grand a month is basically what it's costing to run the business at the moment. So he's going through that and just talking about the way all the finances work, and it's really funny when you think about like the money in the DAO didn't just arrive there because the DAO is wonderful. It arrived there because Splinterlands put it there. And I know they put it there so they couldn't just use it as a personal piggy bank, but that is still where the money came from, right? So I know it's a little bit more complex than that, where it's kind of it's people have invested in SPS because it's in the DAO or because it's run by the DAO, not by Splinterlands. So I kind of get that, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems like the DAO should maybe be open to funding things like development for land, considering that land isn't going to bring any money to Splinterlands directly. It's about building the value for the players who hold the land. But of course, you can understand why SPS holders only who have no land would maybe not want to fund a development of land. But you think, well, they're going to benefit from that indirectly by increased SPS price, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, it's been interesting. I've firmed up on the idea. I checked for any feedback. I didn't hear anything after our last conversation about it. I've firmed up on that. I think unless it's an emergency, unless it's some sort of extenuating factor. I think I might just bow out completely of the voting on proposals. Just because I really want there to be, no matter how dumb your proposal is, I want there to be somebody who didn't vote against it. You can always rely on at least one person not voting against it, just for morale's sake. And I just feel that would be better.
Yeah. So as it stands at the moment, with 6 days left in the voting, it's 90% for and 10% against.
Oh, that looks like an easy win then, doesn't it?
That's a clear victory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cryptomancer, his name's gold in this community. He keeps knocking it out of the park, right? They put him on something and he just gets the job done. So I think the value for money question is almost moot. It's because I think he's clearly the man for the job. Like, that's good to see. Thanks for pulling that up. It's good to see.
Yeah. And in regards to the voting, there was a couple of comments actually. I was going to on YouTube. We don't mention YouTube very often.
We don't, do we?
And I'm actually I wonder, because anyone who's watching our videos and commenting on YouTube, the fact that they're watching our videos means that they're playing Splinterlands. So if they're playing Splinterlands, why aren't you on Hive? Why aren't you commenting on Hive? But let's have a look at some of the comments on the last video. Where is it? Actually, I think it must be in the previous video where we discussed should you or should you not vote. And there were comments on.
The crazy thing is, I think most, not everyone, but a lot of people do use YouTube more, right? I don't even check Hive that often myself, only for the show. If it wasn't for the show, I don't think I'd use it.
You can even have passionate gamers that are really into Splinterlands, but they're into Splinterlands because it's browser only, right? And so, then they've maybe got a bit more, or they're only on mobile, and so they can do YouTube a bit better rather than having any problems posting on Hive. So there's any number of reasons why somebody wouldn't, and watch us on YouTube. Hey, I'll take a viewer anywhere. Do we have some comments? It's a little bit small for me to see, Bob. You might have to read out. It's a bit glary on my screen.
Yeah, so we have Woody5753 says, look forward to the episode every week. Thanks for keeping it up. You don't know how much it helps people stay engaged in bearish conditions. So thanks, Woody.
That's cool.
Yeah. And Jota, a regular commenter on the YouTube videos. After all of those accolades to the people who watch this show, I'm so glad I watched this episode. Matt, I agree. The chair should probably stay out of voting unless it's an emergency. So there we go. There was a comment on this one. And FBI Alex commenting on Gio's comment, he said, "Not too much Modelo." Yeah. And also, I logged in and received a gift in the last week. Let me bring this one up. So thank you, Trash Panda. I received a level 2 Night Stalker, an epic gold foil.
Man, that goes pretty hard for a level 2, right? Look at that. 4 mana, 3/3/3. That's cool.
So he would be good in like an equal health rule set. So just the 3 life is a bit of a hold back, but equal life, this guy would absolutely rock with sneak. So thank you, Trash Panda. Gold foil epic card. So that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely, very generous.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it for me from the Splinterlands side. But yeah, thanks for commenting and engaging with us on YouTube. Don't forget though that we are also on Hive, and like if you do comment on a Hive post, I will upvote your comment. So feel free to engage on Hive as well. But we appreciate the YouTube as well, because the YouTube for me is relatively new. We were well past, I think, the 100 mark before I actually uploaded all of the videos to YouTube. Was never really a big fan of YouTube, especially because of the heavy censorship that occurred during the scamdemic period, and like they showed their true colors with like massive censorship. So I was never a fan, but I was getting comments on Hive saying, why aren't you guys on YouTube? So
and also the content we make, it's a gaming thing. It's not like you're going off the rails here, all the time.
Yeah.
So we do go a little bit off the rails sometimes.
Although my my episode on the People's Guild was censored by YouTube because I used a word that starts with the letter V, which was a big no-no. So apologies to the People's Guild for one of the episodes being censored because I was on it. And we also had an episode pulled on YouTube of our own because we showed like a 1-minute clip or something of a Monty Python clip because it was relevant to trying to explain a comment that we made to fans who might not know about Monty Python. So, but yeah, I know a lot of people do watch YouTube. So YouTube, thanks for the engagement on YouTube. The channel does need the engagement because it's relatively new. I was, posting to Hive a long time before I even created YouTube. So I just spent like a day or a weekend or something just uploading all. Luckily, I had all of the previous episodes still on a SD card hard drive. Not anymore. So I wouldn't be able to do that again, but I was able to back then upload them all to YouTube and spent a weekend doing that. So yeah, there we are. Anything else that you guys like Splinterlands related or life related that you guys want to share?
Well, no. They've changed the look of the front page, the home page a bit.
Yeah.
It looks a bit clean. They've just pretty much bunched up all the sub, like
they've put labels under tabs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I was saying to Matt last week, like I spent a while trying to find the battle. I was like, how do I battle? I was like, because there used to be a big button battle.
Yeah.
You got to go to play in it. Yeah. So, yeah. But I'm all over it now.
It's fine.
Into the new interface. Yeah.
All going right. All going well at my end. This is the first brawl I haven't participated in for at least a year. Just again because of my lack of connection here. But so hopefully my boys and girls in the Roaring 20s represent well, and obviously particularly the one that you always struggle with, Bob. Who was that again, mate?
I can't remember his name. I haven't seen him this season.
You don't want to give him the recognition.
No, I honestly can't think of his name. I've mentioned him on here a few times. Like every time I come across him, he thrashes me.
Yeah, so we're due to. We got the grounds to upgrade. I think the barracks is next. But yeah, it's always hard to know which way to go with which building to upgrade next. We tried pushing too hard in one direction, and then you kind of So it's a work in progress. But you can't just as I found when I sold my spare guild, a whole lot of people will get like, oh, why'd you sell so cheap? It's the crowns. You can't just buy crowns. You can only earn them, and so I think every brawl that you're in, every brawl that your guild is in, and it's amassing crowns and going up levels and all of that. That can't be sped up, right? So I wonder if moving forward, guilds are going to be really hot property. Established guilds at different levels are going to be really hot property. So,
well, that's why you got into the guild in the first place, wasn't it? As an investment opportunity for the members.
That's right.
Your seat.
Yeah, Roaring 20s, you buy your seat. So we've had one of our members left, but he was only a casual member, so I have to replace him, I reckon. Maybe with another couple of casuals, and all the casual seats are ones that I own, so I've bought them off previous players, so they're kind of just extra seats for me, to sort of extra investment for me. So just putting casuals in there, so everyone else gets still gets plenty of merits because we've got enough people playing roles. So yeah, it's hard because again, like anything, if things boom, then you kind of want to have capacity. But if they stay small, you've got to kind of plan for that too. Just like what Matt's saying with server costs and all that. Like, you want it to be variable so that you have capacity if things explode. But you don't want to be paying high costs if the money's not there and the FIFA pitch isn't happening. So yeah, it's, I think we need to just be better than the next guy, right? That's what it comes down to. Just be a better option than the next game. And I think when I've said this before, when Bitcoin catches the bid and 110, 120 US, 120,000 US, and gets in that direction, then I think there's going to be a lot of people looking for good projects that haven't popped yet, but projects with a battle-tested team going back sort of more than half a decade, and there's not many of those out there. So I think Splinterlands stands in a really good position to get a lot of that overflow, I guess, a lot of that runoff.
Yeah. And we've been holding steady in the SPS as well, and 74 to 80. So, I mean, there's a little peak right into 84 or something like that, but for a couple of days, but it hasn't been back in the 60s for a while. So SPS seems to be holding.
Well, that's another thing, right? Like, if DEC was to hit peg, there's still like old reward cards that people are burning, keeping the price a little bit lower. Like, it's holding pretty well, but once we deal with all that, then DEC will start rising, and once we're at peg and or over, people start using the swap feature more between SPS and all that.
Yeah.
Then you start getting the FPS scarcity really ramps up because people need DEC, right? They need it for their wild passes. They need it for all sorts of things. Yeah. I think we're well positioned. I think Yabba's moved all the pieces on the board into the right places, and now we just need to wait for the right conditions.
I think we're a lot healthier now than we were 6 months ago.
Yeah, a lot more sustainable. Yeah. And again, as time's gone by, it sort of vindicated Matt's decision to oust Aggie because we well and truly would have run out of money by now. Still waiting for the bear, waiting for the bull.
Waiting for the bull.
Just drowning in the bear. So, yeah. Not to say there's any animosity there. Obviously, we owe a lot to Aggie for getting it started. And Matt's built a game before and it went nowhere because he didn't have a salesman like Aggie to spruik it and publicise it and spend money that seems like frivolous wastefulness on promotion and marketing and all of the things that were put us in a position to catch that momentum in the first place. Even from the very start, Splinterlands, Steam Monsters. Remember when Steam Monsters came out? My immediate rationale was, okay, these guys are doxed, so that matters. I know their full names and I know roughly where they live. So that suggests that they're honest shooters, straight shooters. But also, I knew that Aggie had a 20,000 member Discord, Peace, Abundance and Liberty server. And I thought, well, if you've managed to amass that kind of a following, then the game that you make is going to go somewhere. It's going to get some eyeballs. So away we go. It wasn't until after I'd sort of heavily invested that I even started getting an appreciation for Yabba, who he is, what he does, how smart he is. So again, I wouldn't be here if it was only Yabba. I'd never have heard of the project. And it doesn't matter how good it is if you can't market it. So I think we need to, I guess, pay homage to Aggie and his role, but also accept that every day that goes by where we definitely would have run out of money by now is further vindication for Matt in doing what he did. So
yeah, we haven't had much luck with the names. Like we started off as Steam Monsters. And then along came the hard fork, which complicated. So changed name to Splinterlands because we had splinters. And then at some point during the game, we've changed splinters to elements. But so new people are going to come, why is it called Splinterlands? It's like, so is there going to be another name change down the track?
Yeah, I don't know.
Possibly.
That would mean a whole new bunch of new domains and all kinds of stuff again.
Yeah, it feels like we're waiting, just waiting for the new player experience, waiting for the new players. Again, it feels like we've done all that we can to lay out the welcoming mat and be in a right position to do well with it.
The welcoming mat.
Yes,
That's right.
Ambassador Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, two castles with a big red carpet. Big red
So
carpet
lame.
between the two castles. Yeah, funny. Yeah,
So bad.
yeah. It feels like we're doing the right thing, and we just need to keep waiting and keep doing the right thing. Just make the next right choice, and just enjoy the game and each other's company in the meantime. I've never felt like I was part of something as worthwhile as this, and I know that sounds silly and spurious, and
Yeah, I get that.
for it's a video game, but it's only a video game on the surface, right? This is decentralized finance. This is people
It's an
able to
education
actually
in crypto.
live their lives free. Yeah, absolutely. It's a way to take this big scary thing that is crypto and break it down into smaller manageable chunks where you go, I can play a video game, yeah, sure. I can blog about the video game, sure. Hang on,
point.
I could just go to Tribal Dex and just swap this for Bitcoin. I always thought Bitcoin was going to be really hard to get. I can actually do this. I can do this. And I've got friends who will coach me through it, and I can talk to people on Discord, and I can watch Splinterlands 101. And so, yeah, it's, being in the game, doing this podcast, all of that, it just feels like something really, really worthwhile for the benefit of humanity. And I know that sounds grandiose, but I really feel like it is, right? It's all about freedom.
Yeah. And even just in Tribal X, when you're just swapping, in-game tokens or buying packs. You got the buy column, you got the sell column. I remember when I first got, an account at an exchange, and I was looking like that used to scare the crap out of me, like all these just stuff everywhere. And that's the thing with this game. You only need to go as far as you want to go, and you can go one step at a time. And after a couple of years, you're doing things second nature. A lot of people out there would scare the crap out of them. So it's like a learn at your own pace education in the crypto field.
Yeah, and look, a guy who comes in and he's only ever played video games and he'd like to know about this, but it's a bit scary and what have you. He's going to come and he's going to maybe buy a couple of land plots, and then he's going to say, "Oh, actually, I need some grain. I have some DEC." So he goes to the swap pool and the land grain DEC swap pool and does a swap. And he's going to go, "Actually, that wasn't too hard. Maybe I'll go to Sushi Swap and try over there. I'll go to Pancake Swap." Like, liquidity pools are terrifying if it's just a finance tool, but if it's part of a video game, right? Well, that's not scary. Mm-hmm. So it's the same sort of deal, right? We're the easy, simple, non-scary, introductory crypto. And also, from a regulatory perspective, I mean, if you're a financial provider, services provider, then you need licenses and regulations and international agreements and all of that. You're just a video game.
But if you're a game,
it's just a video game, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's out there regulating gold coins in Mario. You fell off the Rainbow Bridge, so now it's going to cost you whatever. It doesn't work that way. So I really feel like this is exactly where I should be. And I know there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I just want to get back what I put in, or I just want to make sure I leave and I'm still, up." But then I look at guys like Brave Tofu and Vugtus and Crypto Eater, and every time I turn around, they've bought another couple of million SPS. Right? So there's guys out there that are like, "Hey, I'm buying this while it's cheap." It feels like we're in a good place. We just need just a little bit more of a nudge.
You brought up grain. This is something I keep meaning to ask, and I'm always forgetting. I haven't sold any grain since the whole thing began. What should I be doing with it? Should I be stacking it for when 2.0 comes out and all of a sudden the resources vary as to where you can get grain and what you need grain for? Should I just be stacking it? Because right now we don't need silos, but with 2.0 we're then going to need, you reach capacity of the silo, you're going to have to buy a silo. So all of these logistical problems will come in later on. But right now you can just stack as much grain as you want. Should I be swapping grain, selling grain, buying SPS, buying Ds? Like, what should I be doing with my grain right now?
Personally, I'd say take half of it, take your grain, swap half of it for DEC, and then push them both into the liquidity pool.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing. So I'm at 0.05% of the nearly 0.05% of the grain DEC liquidity pool. So almost 0.5%. Of the total holdings in there. So every once a week, I'll just come and grab whatever grain I have that I haven't used. I'll harvest everywhere, and my grain production's higher than my total grain need.
Usage, yeah.
Yeah. So I know that as long as I've harvested everywhere all at the same time, I can then take any excess grain that I have, and that's not going to be required because by the time I do another harvest, I'll have made enough grain to cover my future costs. So I'll take that grain and then, swap half of it for DEC and then put it in the liquidity pool, and then it sits there, right? But it sits there, and you're earning some of the fees from every time anybody swaps. And if you ever do need it down the track, you can just pull it out. It just needs 30 days notice, I think.
All right. So next week, when we're back in homes, you've got your laptop. Do you want to do a little tutorial on how to do that for people, me included?
Yeah, I could step you through it. But I can't screen share on my laptop still, even when I'm home.
Yeah, well, I'll actually do it. So I will grab a bunch of my grain. I will swap half of it for DEC, and then I will put that into a liquidity pool. So I'll do the steps if you can talk me through it, and we'll show people how to do that next week.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
All right. Sweet. And yeah, you can't battle with us this week, so Gio and I are going to be battling. So I'm going to have trouble sitting down tonight, I think, after the second half of the show. I'm putting a link into the 101 server if anyone wants to pop on for the second half of the show and come and join some battles. I might drop the link a couple of other places as well, see if we can just get some people on, so I'm not the only one getting my ass whipped. But yeah, anything else anyone wants to bring up or discuss before we start battling? How's the Rebellion reward card collections coming along? You muted, Gio.
It slowed down for me since I've gone through my glint most of it. So now I'm capped with my my seasonal rewards.
Yeah. I mentioned last week too, I've been having a little bit of fun with Gracias. I put a little bit of SPS into it because playing at bronze, I'm getting ridiculous multipliers, and I don't really have the cards to make it into silver. So I'm not going to make it into silver at any point. So I'm just playing in bronze, but I've actually made it to bronze 1. But then I go back into bronze 2 and I get back into bronze 1. So I've had 2 of the reward tier advancement reward chests. And what I've been doing, every time I get 750 glint, I've been buying a rare card to add to that account. And it's just been good playing in modern manually with that bronze. And the things I've got a decent gladiator card collection in that, but the summoners the Chaos Legion reward summoners that let you bring a gladiator into ranked play, they're quite low. And of course, they're gone now, so I can't level them any higher than they are, which is okay because that's keeping me in bronze. So yeah, it's just been I'm getting a decent Rebellion reward card collection now. Just every time I get to 750 glint, go boom, buy a rare card, add it to my collection. So, but I've just been having fun playing manually in modern on that account.
So funny the comfort discrepancy there, because you guys are like, oh yeah, my 10 minutes I just sat at my desk and did my thing, and I'm thinking my 10 minutes off I traipsed halfway across the countryside to go and find a glass of water and then a chair to sit down in for the second half. It's like I've got far less ambitious goals for my 10 minutes.
All right.
The convenience is different.
Alrighty, so it's battle time. And Matt, you're on your mobile, so it's a decent excuse, I guess, not to battle. So it's just me and Gio. So I'm going to get some serious flogging here, and I'll share my screen for the viewers. So no peeking there, Gio.
I'll share as well. Well, I know only one person can do it.
We've got 3 days left of the season. I might actually make it into Champion 2. That'd be nice. Now we're getting the tier advancement chests. So in Champion
I
3 at the
found it's getting
moment.
into my head. It's getting into my head now. I never used to pay much attention to where I was in the rankings and how close I was to the next league. But now I want those chests. I'm like, oh, I'm getting close. And then I start overthinking things and then I lose the matches. It's like I go
I'm not
on
much
tilt because I want the chests too much.
exactly. I'm not much further ahead than you, Bob. I'm only like 39-40. You're on 38.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in champ. Wait, you're in champ 2, aren't you?
No, Champion 3.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Challenge sent.
All right, let me get that. Yes. Accept. All right, let's do it.
Actually, we'll take it in turns, Gio, to share screen so people can see your mindset as well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's not
Right.
much behind what I do. Just I look for something that I like and just go for it.
Yeah. But I'm sure they'd rather watch the winner putting his team together than watching the loser put his team together.
Sometimes the loser become winner.
Yeah.
So lame. Oh, it's good. All right. Let's do that. Oh.
So we get to see
Didn't get any of that, Matt. You're breaking up really bad at the moment.
Sound real good. Sard? Sard. Man. There's a fair few choices. There's a fair few choices.
I was saying we get to watch Gio put his team together and then pull Bob's team apart.
Hopefully, I mean that sort of is the plan, but you never know. You never know with
Taking
these
a
things.
chance here with the blast rule set. I'm kind of hoping that something. Oh, we've lost Matt. His reception must have got even worse.
Yes, we have. Well, shit. I mean, here goes nothing. So, yeah. All right, let's put this in.
Crash.
It's a
I at
bit
least
of.
got some magic because he's so hard to hit with anything
Oh
but magic.
yeah. Shit. All right.
So I went with the Martyr either side of Cora, hoping that the Martyrs will get blasted. So
Yeah,
Cora will get a double Martyr, and
yeah.
then start cranking up some Bloodlust.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I should have swapped Goblin Psychic with Katrolba so that Katrolba could have benefited from
Yeah.
the Martyr as well. But the Martyr would be nice on the Goblin as well.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I'm hoping your Kutraba doesn't go for, again. This is like we speak about this like all the time.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you don't tear through my back row before I can get through your front, right? Like that's.
Yeah, I like your Mordius. I'm normally a fan of opportunity in the blast rule set because you're probably going to get 2 cards. But I just wanted to try out the double Martyr and hoping that your opportunity will take out Opportunity with Blast. Hopefully, both martyrs will go pretty quick.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, it's
Hopefully.
not my mushroom seer who's silencing you because I've got double silence.
You do, you do.
As long as you take my martyrs out before my mushroom seer, I think I'm in with a chance.
Yeah, I
All
think so
right,
too.
let's see. Yeah, that reflection shield's a good call too. I didn't have enough space to do my opportunity and reflection shield when I really wanted to test the double martyr.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay,
It's all
that's
over. It's all
huge.
over.
Yeah.
Damn, that
Yeah,
was
damn.
deadly. That was
Oh shit.
deadly.
It's all over. Just like
All right. So I'll get
now
you to
I'll
share
see
screen
one.
this time so that
Hmm.
people can see you putting your team together.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds fine. Wait, what? No. Are you
What?
sure? Yes. I don't know. Is my bot running or something? No, it can't be. Oh shit, maybe it is. Oh, I got it. Oh no, my bot's running. Let me end it. Um, uh, I don't even have it up. Uh, why did it have to start now? That's how often I don't check it. Like I don't check it that often.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, let me end. Okay, it's active. Of course, it's active right now.
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of runs. So why don't you fill the time in with something? What can you talk about?
Not much, just besides building computer and
Show
it
us
being.
your Rebellion reward collection.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, actually, can you even do that while the bot's running?
Well, I
Because as
did
soon as
take
you
it off
open,
active. Does that mean it's gonna end or?
it'll probably do at least another battle or so. Because there was a huge queue today too because of the massive update uh, that went on.
Oh,
Um,
oh, right.
Because like if you try to go to your card collection, the battle is probably going to hijack your screen for you. But see if you can. See if you can. Well, actually, I'll show mine. Um,
This is not looking good. It's not looking good at all.
all right, so this is my reward. I mean, considering
I'm just gonna go
before
Jules.
shopping all that glint, there was like one or two lines. So now
Yeah.
I've got a decent reward collection here. It's getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a fair bit coming along.
So I've got a level 5 here, Broken Earth Thug. Level 5 Chaos Evoker. Level 5 Drybone Hobgoblin. Ah, it's my skink. He's great with the shield as a tank.
Oh, yes, yeah. I haven't used him. I haven't really used these cards
I've been
outside of.
using him a lot on my Gracias on my bronze account
Yeah.
because he's a great tank.
Mm.
Um, Lucian Demon is level 5.
Yeah, the cards I use the most from Rebellion so far have been like the Halfing Refugee. What's the other one? Uh, the Kinzai guy with like the six or five range damage and level two two mana card. But outside of that, I can't say I've really actively looked into them
Yeah.
too much. I'm actually a real casual at the moment. Oh, I always have been, but yeah, real casual. Like right now.
Oh, I have got a level 6. I've got one level 6, and that's the Ujarak Brave.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
So I've got a few level
Nice. Nice.
5s, and I've got one level 6.
Look at
So yeah,
that. Another silence.
yeah, another
You love your
silence.
silence, man.
I do, I
Well,
do. And immunity as well. Silence and immunity. That's nice.
it's got to be good.
It's got good defense for a tank, but not that great on the attack. What does he go
Yeah,
up to? Um,
two.
3. He gets 3 on max. 3
Oh,
attack.
that's not too bad then.
Yeah, but he
I know,
doesn't get any additional abilities.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't use him much, if
Mhm.
at all. It's not something that screams at me like as like, whoa, like this is, you know, meta in any way.
Yeah,
You know,
but it's
I'm
it's my
sure it'd be
first level
sweet.
6 in the Rebellion rewards. So,
Yeah,
all right, how's your account coming along? You battle ready in it now?
let me check. I think it's still going.
All
Yeah,
right.
doesn't matter. I can still check it. Let me check. Rewards. Uh,
All right, so Matt's just messaged and he's saying that he's getting less than 1 megabit per second speed and he's having trouble connection. So Matt will not be back on the show. So it's just us for the rest of the show, Gio. So
it's all right.
yeah. Oh, you got a
And that's
level
a bit.
7 level Chaos Evoker,
Where?
second card,
Ah, oh
level
yeah, I
7.
do. Yeah, right here. Put gold foils. Yeah, got a hobgoblin. Got a case burger.
Wow, you've got a
Some,
decent collection. Some level 6s there.
yeah, it's slowly. Level 6 Great Alpine Skink. Level 6, 5 rare. Another 5 rare.
Wow, he's a bit of a beast, Commander Slade.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't this be good to use like in yeah, again like reflection shield like where melee can attack anywhere? Uh yeah, that would be good.
Wow,
I
that's a
haven't used
decent
him yet.
tank. That is a decent tank for level. Can you bring the stats up for him?
Sure.
Okay, so he doesn't get any better than 5.
Yeah, he doesn't. But he does get 6 speed, which is pretty stupid for
Ridiculous. Yeah,
yeah, for a
for a
guy like
tank.
this. And he's got dodge and he's got backfire. So if you put like a what's that
Does
thing called?
does dodge stack? So if you put him with like Astral Entity, oh, you can't anyway because Astral Entity's death.
Death. But there
Yeah,
is a Zedril. Yeah, no, there's. Oh, no, you're right. That's still not a summon, is it? That's no. Dodge does not stack. I don't think any of these abilities, none of the dodging ones, they don't stack. But what if you put blinds with this? It would add on top of like it. So it has a 15%. Let's say dodge has a 15%, and together combined, that is, let's say a 30% chance or 40, 50% chance of
yeah.
missing.
But like
Um,
speed of 6 with dodge, you're going
yeah,
to be missing him a lot. Then that
yeah,
backfire is going to be like brutal.
yeah, yeah. It is pretty cool. He's pretty cool. What else? Yeah.
Oh,
Slade.
here comes the Jagged.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Hey, Mr. Jagged.
Hey.
Hey, boys.
What's
Glad
up?
that you're on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just perfect timing. Yeah.
nice. No, that extra hour daylight savings in Melbourne gives you opportunity to pop on and say hi.
No idea, man. I lose track of time. Yeah, just the routine of just dropping everyone off, all the family members off in the morning, and then just doing some domestic chores
Yeah.
and just saw your little message come through Discord. Thought I'd poke my head in.
Yeah, awesome. Good to
Yeah.
see it.
Where's the Clark?
He's out whoop whoop at the moment, on holidays out in. We actually showed it on Google Maps earlier. Someplace
The Murray
out
River,
on the
right?
Murray River, and his reception was gradually getting worse and worse, and then he dropped out. So he messaged us saying like he can't get back in. So
Okay.
he's on part 1 of the show, but like he came on for part 2, but then he just dropped out, and he says he can't get back in. So
I think they have school holidays overlap one extra week than we do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's out in the middle of the Australian Outback at the moment.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And how's Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico's great. Still loving it.
No travel blogs or anything?
No, I don't know. It was exciting at first to do them. Now it's become normal being here.
Okay.
It's very hard for me to like make a travel vlog, and I
Yeah.
realize it would still be interesting for people in Australia,
Yeah.
but it's just a
Everyday
difficult
life for you now.
mindset doing a travel vlog about something that now for me is very normal.
Yeah, even like getting a coffee, I have no idea what it's like to go down your local shop.
All right, well, I might take that on board, and I'll
Yeah.
vlog my next. Wednesdays, I go to the Tangeese, which is a weekly open street markets that they have. Every suburb has a different one, so I go there and do my fruit and veg shopping for the week. So
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd like to see that and see how your Spanish is going.
yeah, all right. And
Yeah.
then I can go to my local. I go to my local coffee shop on the way home after the Tangeese, so I can vlog a bit of that. But the architecture here is just absolutely amazing. Tartarian architecture everywhere you look. It's super awesome. So
Well,
yeah,
you've
I
just
should
done your
put one
preview
together.
to your show. Yeah.
Exactly. So now I have to, right?
Yep. Oh, again, I have no idea. Even like how your footpaths are. Are they all done with the like cobblestone type footpath? Is it, like when you
Just
go to
concrete.
Asia, they don't have any footpaths and you're
Yeah,
walking along with the traffic. Is
there's
it
footpaths
similar to
here,
that?
and it seems to be the onus of the owner, because like you go along and some of them are just broken concrete, and then you get in front of someone's house and it's like mosaic tile to the footpath.
Yeah.
So I think the person who has the house sort of takes the responsibility of what they want to do with the footpath out the front.
It shows who takes more pride in the property, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how like in Asia and India, they have like the massive power cables all knotted up. And then the electrician's got to find where it goes out. Like, is it similar?
No, the infrastructure here is pretty good. There's none of that dodgy stuff going on. Well, at least
That's
here
funny.
in Guadalajara, anyway. It's pretty up to date, pretty modern with the infrastructure here. Yeah.
Yeah, and the taxis, what type of vehicles are the taxis and all those little things that, I have no idea.
Yeah, no, valid points. I should actually do something then. But yeah, it got to that point like, but I guess I'm taking a lot of it for granted now because this is my new normal.
Yeah.
But
And how's the vegetarian diet? Is it easy?
I've found a couple of really good vegetarian restaurants, and I have my favorites that I go to, but I mostly cook at home because most of the
Just
street
cheaper.
food here is meat. Oh no,
Okay.
the food's really cheap, Joe, but it's just meat. Right? Mexicans love meat. Mexicans love to eat, and they love their meat.
So it'll be Uncle Bob's cooking channel.
So yeah, I do usually every day. I'll have like a 3-egg omelette and salads that I make up myself,
Nice.
or I cook up some mushrooms with a chili, super spicy hot like fried mushroom, chili, onions, and then I mix that in with a boil like potato and carrot, and then I make that into a mash, and then I stir the super hot spicy mushrooms into that, and it makes a nice little dish.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice and rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just clean. Just sounds clean. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real basic. It's nothing to, it's yeah, it's not like a 5-star dining, but it's clean. It does what you need it to do. Nutritious.
Exactly. Yeah.
And is there much of a hive community around where you are?
No, no. I've reached there's like a Discord group, and I've been in touch with like some Hive promotions. I'm in Hive
Interesting.
Mexico. There doesn't seem to be any Hive activity here in Guadalajara at all.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you reckon it'd be a hard gig to sell here or where you
I don't
are?
know. I don't know. And at this point, my Spanish probably isn't really good enough to like go and sell a concept that's new
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah, it's hard enough trying to do it in your native tongue. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't even do it.
I mean, my Spanish is good enough for daily life. Everything, what I need to do when I'm out and about, or randomly bumping into, like, if I'm in a plaza or something, I stand out. Obviously, I'm not Mexican, so people will walk up to me that know a little bit of English. They want to practice their English, so most of the conversations are Spanish. So my Spanish is definitely getting better, but I'm far from fluent.
Cool. And how's your leg?
My leg, as in like my knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like it was sore because I injured it on the Pisac hike, but because I never stopped. Like after Pisac, the mountains in Cusco, then going to stay at Eco's place in Colombia, which is in the mountains. It just never had a chance to rest and heal.
Mm.
But after arriving in Mexico, giving it a couple of weeks, got some local ointment, some CBD oil, and within a couple of weeks, the knee was fine. Yeah.
Nice.
Man,
But you can still use the cane just as a prop now. Yeah.
I don't. I
As
guess
a
so,
beating
but
stick.
I don't need it anymore.
You can be the statesman. Yeah.
Yeah. The CBD oil here is like you can buy it in anything: chocolate, food, creams, lotions, and it's really, really good. Like I think that played a big role in the healing of my knee.
No,
It's a
and
CBD oil.
it's accepted there, but it's not accepted here, and it'd be, I guess, pretty pricey here.
Yeah, like everything.
Yeah, well, while the pharmaceuticals are making their huge profits on drugs, then they're going to classify natural herbs as drugs because they can sell their drugs. It's always going to be an issue.
And always on the natural thing, they like to slap the price label organic on it, and it just makes it cost 50% more than every other item.
True.
Yeah.
And once it gets onto the PPS scamming system, it goes up even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a battle ready deck, Jagged?
Oh yeah, I got my normal one. I've been playing heaps of modern this season.
I've been playing modern on my bronze account, old account, and I've been loving it. I'm up to bronze 1.
Tofu and Olivia are awesome.
Oh, do you have tofu?
Yeah, I got one. I got one BCX, and I got
Nice.
Olivia to the Mimic stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, just brilliant. I look forward to playing them, and if I can't play them, then it's like, well, I like the new summoners. The new summoners are a nice fun. The tactics, I just enjoy the game. It's a lot. Yeah, it's because I was playing a lot of letting the bots playing wild, and as time got busy, but now with a lot of the Hive games, you find little pockets of time during the day to play, 3 or 4 games here and there.
Yeah. And that's what I'm doing with my Gracias account, which I had basically retired when the SPS stake. But I sent over, I've got like 50 SPS, but that's a pretty wild multiplier at bronze. I mean, like 13 times. So, I've been enjoying myself playing modern and manually battling. I've really been enjoying it.
Yeah, and even the other Hive games have been fun. Like I know we battle on Terracore a couple of times. That's a bit of fun.
I don't even look at the names on it because I actually wait till I've got 5 attacks and then I just click on the button attack top 5.
Yeah.
So
A question on that. I noticed you put your dodge and your luck up very high, and I was wondering if you did that to try to avoid being attacked, or did you do it to get into the planet systems and try to win the
uh,
chest?
I don't know anything about that.
Or you haven't
Planet
done any of the
systems.
flux?
I've done
'Cause,
some
I think
quests.
you've got a spaceship, right?
No,
No, oh, I thought you may have had one. I just
no, I have
yeah,
done some quests.
yep.
But that's it. I
Okay, yeah, because
haven't
I got
gone
a
any
spaceship
further in the game.
recently, and I've just been and I bought about 10 flux and did some of the planet missions.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I haven't won a crate from that yet, but I think it may be a bit more luckier than grinding those quests to get the relics.
relics. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah,
No, I thought with the Dodge, that's staked, so it's still mine.
yep.
Whereas the other one, you're actually spending on the. Yeah,
Yes, correct. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
That
wanted
way,
them
if you
to.
wanted to take it out, you could later
Yeah,
on. Yeah,
and the other one, my OCD just wanted them to be equal, so that's
yeah,
why I've put
yeah.
those stats up so high. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't. Gio, you don't know anything about Terracore?
No,
No. Oh,
I
okay.
never loaded it up, never played it.
Yeah.
Just a little another casual grinding game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm over the clickers though. I can't
yeah,
do clickers. I already got one clicker in Splinterlands, so
yeah.
yeah.
Fair enough.
You know, I mean,
All right.
I'm more into the FPS. That's where I put most of my time
Good
now.
time.
Yes,
Mine
yeah. I
goes into.
noticed. See you on the PUBG on the Steam account.
I
Yeah,
yeah.
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 It was quite embarrassing the other week. We pulled up my hours on Civ 5. And it was like, wow, that's
Yeah.
embarrassing. Yeah. It's like 11,000 hours or
Hey,
something
hey,
I've played
it's not
Civ.
Oh wow.
embarrassing if you enjoyed it.
True,
Yeah, true,
true.
true.
It
I
was
I like.
fulfilling.
I couldn't really get into Civ 5. I enjoyed up to I think Civ 3.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
skipped 4. I did 1, 2,
yeah,
and
same.
3, skipped
Because Civ 4
4.
had the expansion. I think of the some they sold an expansion in Civ 4, and I think they tried to market it a bit more of getting money out of people. I think it was like one of the first multiplayers.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I skipped that one as well. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think I've got 5. Yeah,
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 5's decent.
yeah.
But
I'll give it
Civ isn't
another
really
run.
a multiplayer game. Like it takes so long
Yeah,
to play, and
yeah,
if you've got like 3 or 4 people and you're always waiting on someone, and someone's got to go, and it's even though the platform is available, it just doesn't work multiplayer with trying to get 4 or 5 people to play a game that lasts for days.
yeah,
It doesn't work. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I've been bouncing a little bit on that Pillars of Eternity. I think it's like a RPG game, but it's
don't know
What
it.
you
is
can
that?
actually get like a ship, and you're like a pirate, like in a Dungeons and Dragons type game, but you have like your ship travels around and you do all these different quests and things.
Yeah.
And the amount of what do you call it? The acting and the storylines are fantastic.
Okay.
It's like yeah, so if you like RPG D&D type
Yeah, I
game.
put a lot of hours into Guild Wars back in the day too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is
So,
more like Diablo style where you're looking at your characters.
yeah.
Bird's eye, sort of third person.
Yeah, no, but it's like top like what do they call it?
Uh,
Where they your characters run around like move around a map. Is it isometric where your camera looking down upon them like Diablo 2?
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
did
if you
play a
know
bit of
Diablo.
Diablo 2 with the
yeah,
mage,
yeah,
but
Yeah, yeah, but you basically just go through the battle against creatures like a Dungeons and Dragons, but you're managing your little 5 characters, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've been doing a little bit of that here and there. Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
all right.
Yeah.
So what's your account status, Gio? Is your bot finished?
Actually, it did stop. Yes. I
Okay,
still got 25 energy, so we can continue that battle.
all right. Well, you want to send Jagged a
Yeah.
challenge?
I'm
Sure.
Jagged 71.
You're in the Sunbury region, aren't you?
Deer Park. I'm a Westie.
Deer Park. Okay. Well, I picked up a
Yeah.
motherboard on like last week in Sunbury. The nice part. I didn't know there was a nice part of Sunbury. No, really.
Somebody's gotten huge, right?
Yeah,
That's yeah.
yeah. It was beautiful. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, my uncle and auntie used to have a property out at Riddles Creek, the next suburb across.
Okay.
That was like I think 22 acres. Yeah, it was mainly rock with a cliff and a creek at the back. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But they sold that up when they get too old.
Yeah, it's something more manageable and smaller. Level limit. What are we playing? Diamond, gold,
Silver sounds good.
silver. Okay, this is
Yeah.
gonna be cool. This is not my backyard, but I'll meet you there. I sent, by the way,
All right.
and I will share screen. Maybe we're gonna have that issue where it doesn't register that I've sent you one.
Yeah,
Seems
was
to be
it
a
Jagged
comment.
71, right?
JAGGED71.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about you send it to me?
All right.
Just you know it, right?
I got the new menu structure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit.
Where is it under? What's it under?
Let me send it again. Jagged
Oh.
71.
Is there an
Silver?
underscore in Jagged?
No, just Jagged 71. Just
Yeah.
one word. Yeah.
I sent it again. I did refresh after a refresh.
All right. I got some chests I didn't realize.
Oh, the tier
Okay,
advancement chests.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that pops up for you, but not my challenge. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So my bot account's gotten the diamond one this season. Wasn't it wild a couple of seasons ago where you were getting into champ 3 without any effort?
I'm in Champion 3 at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm
I
hoping to
was
make it to
getting
Champion 2 before the end of
end of
season.
season. No shit, I was getting into like champ 1 near
Oh.
the end of champ 2, but now I'm like champ 3. Like there's a lot more competition now. People have adjusted and yeah.
Yeah, I've got your challenge. I basically got both challenges come through. Hang on.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's accepted.
There we
That's
go.
it. Yeah.
All right,
Has to be
this is silver. How do you play for silver?
Oh, where's it gone? Can't see it anywhere. Got to claim rewards again. Oh, there we go. Create team. I can't get to use my Olivia this time.
Oi, how come?
No Earth.
No, because of the splinters. They're not.
Ah, okay, so there's no life. Isn't she life?
Yeah.
Earth. Isn't Olivia Earth?
Ah, she's life.
Life, I think.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
What are you singing?
I don't know, just some that classic Italian. No, 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 no. I don't know why it's coming in my head. It just is. Okay. Right.
Oh, you still got a lot of cards there.
Yes. That's. Yeah. Do I?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know you had I didn't know how to
You're
queue.
peaking. You're not supposed to be peaking. Or
Nah,
is picking
he's
No,
his
already-
team?
I've already submitted.
Okay.
I've already submitted. I can't
already
make
subbed.
any mods. Oh, actually, I've got to
Yeah.
get my I didn't click go.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, Jagged.
Let's see. Oh, you've gone. Oh, wow. So a lot of these cards that you're using, I've never seen in action.
Really? I've never seen some of your cards used in action, like the Uludun, which I really do want. That's awesome.
yeah.
The Night Reaper, it's pretty cool.
Well, look, since it's silver and I have no clue, Why don't we just play? I'm sure we
Yeah,
don't
we've
have.
only got 2 minutes on the clock
That's it's nothing.
too. So yeah, your tank. I come across him a lot in the bronze play. Him being used as a tank is very
Yeah.
hard to get through. Teaming him up with weapons training, yeah, that makes a beast of him.
Geo always likes speed. He's
Yeah, Sinistry. He
Yeah.
he converted us to the gospel of speed.
man,
The
that
gospel
phase
of speed.
that phase is amazing.
It's a bit funky.
Yeah. No chance.
Maybe. Oh,
Crash
okay.
hasn't been hit once yet.
Yeah, I can't hit him.
No.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the Chaos Dragon. It's always been a good one.
It has just
Yeah, that randomness.
Yeah. Crash with phase. He never got hit once.
Nah, he's very good.
Yeah. I still don't have a CISPA, or I do, but CISPA's like level 1 or level 2. Yeah.
I guess that's it.
That's it. Yeah, thanks for joining us on episode 144. Jagged, thanks for popping on. It's great to see your face again. It's been so long since we've been able to chat. So, yeah, thanks for joining us on 144. We'll be back next week on 145 with Matt Clark's tutorial on grain, DEC, swap pools, how to do it. See you then. I'm Boba Fett. Peace out.
See you guys.
Yeah.